Well, welcome to HFUFC, buddy. HFUFC round 2 catch-up round. I'm catching me breath now. Well, I'll tell you what, tonight, Johnny, with your truly Dougie Hodson on deck. And, Johnny, mate, I can talk tonight. When Sunday, I was struggling.
Welcome back to the composition, Dougie. And, of course, all this action on HUFC TV brought to us by our wonderful friends at Windsor Management and our match day sponsor this evening, Mirabella. So we thank them. But, Dougie, it should be a big game because both teams won at the weekend. Bulleen
let's talk about Bulleen, Johnny. Yeah. Let's be fair, they've knocked over South Melbourne. Let's be fair, since CT gone, I think they run off the old gates a little bit down there.
Yeah, obviously South Melbourne undergoing a bit of trouble, but Bulleen obviously trying to get off the bottom. They're still there, but they'll be looking for any points they can get from now on in, won't they, Dougie?
And I think so, Johnny. If you talk about the bottom of the ladder, they've got nothing to lose, and you're bringing that to the game
it's a free
tonight.
hit, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, realistically, mate, tonight they've got nothing. They're the underdog, so they can be the aggressor. They can take it to Heidelberg, win, lose, or draw. There's no pressure on them. Yeah, there is pressure, I suppose, because you're at the bottom of the ladder, but you can also work the other way. Heidelberg, obviously, in great form after a great defeat, beating Port Melbourne.
Last two home games against Port Melbourne, 6-1, and a fortnight previously against Kingston City, 6-1. So you've got to say home form is good form, but I think Bulleen will throw them up a big challenge tonight. They'll be up for it, won't they? They
definitely will. The boys in white, not far away. Bulleen just round the corner with probably a 3-iron. We might swing it, so they are neighbours.
Funny you should say that. We've got this is the round 2 catch-up match, and of course next Monday night, which is Queen's birthday, we've got the round 15 game against Bulleen, and it'll be at Bulleen, so they get to see each other twice within 5 days.
Tell you what, they did have a little bit of an argy-bargy tonight. I reckon they might remember it. Come on next week, Johnny.
Very easy to remember. There'll be a few scores to settle, of course, as you know. But
and we are live around the world as normal.
Oh, indeed, and as we said, all this coverage brought to you by our wonderful friends at Windsor Management. And of course, our match day sponsor this evening is Mirabella. Dougie, we're just about set to go. It'll be Heidelberg with the ball.
Any changes you can see out there, Johnny?
Only one change from the team from last Sunday, which was Lewis Hall was on the subs bench, and of course Paul O'Brien, who came on as a sub.
And done extremely well when he did come on, that's for sure.
Well, he set up one of the goals there on Sunday, so if the Burgers win tonight, Dougie, of course they'll go ahead of Avondale and into outright second spot, so up for grabs.
And may I say, and you can repeat this if I'm correct, game in hand?
Game in hand still as we
hit the clock. Big bang starting. We've got Heidelberg left to right, going down to Bell Street end.
Southern Road end, yep.
All the way down. It's going to be an interesting one, Johnny. It's a cold evening, but I'm not going to contradict myself here, but very still, bit of a chill. Beautiful bit of dew on the grass. That ball's going to be slipping and sliding, and being an ex-player, I'd love playing in this sort of condition. That one goes sky high by the number 8 of Bulleen.
Yeah, Ethan Doherty that was.
Header played on. Clear, a little bit of area and ping-pong played. Can they get the ball under control? Yep, he'll look along the line, clip it long, pace. Doesn't win the header, but he's old. Yours truly, Biles.
Yeah, the Twin Towers back there just helping each other out as Wilkins mops up.
And you can see that there, Johnny. Is that a bit of fog coming in, or is that the Suvalakis burning?
Bit of both there, Dougie. We might need the foghorns by the end of the night. And big shout out to Blakey, who can't join us tonight. Off with a family occasion celebrating, so big shout out to Blakey if he's watching in. But he'll be back with us on Monday next week with the return fixture, of course, as Bulleen go ahead. But look at Pacey.
Great solid tackle there, wasn't it, mate? The way he brought it out, just killing the game a little bit. Solid in there, Johnny.
Very much so. He's gets like a fine wine, gets better with age, as it'll be a Burgers free kick there, Dougie.
And it's obviously the transfer window. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Is it open or has it closed?
It has been open. I'm not sure when it closes. We'll check that out. But Burgers have signed, of course, Attila Offley from Hume City, who made a bit of a run on Sunday, and he's on the bench again. And I believe Bulleen have signed Simon Closimo, who probably won't play tonight, but more than likely will be in their lineup come next Monday.
And let's look to the bench in there. No, not on the book at all.
No, not at all. I think he'll be playing next Monday, though.
No, fantastic. But anyway, back to this game. Bulleen, Heidelberg, what a thriller. Hopefully we can have tonight, as long as the Burgers are up there and solid and rearing to go. They started very fantastic, actually, on the last week. Oh, I shouldn't say last week, on Sunday. A couple of days ago.
Yesterday, doesn't it?
It does seem like yesterday. Biles with a nice header. Picked up there, Alex. Little flick on there. Great little play. Looks on the overlap. Would have been nice to see that to Zara. He'll kick the play in. Less than Barless, who played it wide. Zipped in there. The ball moving. Sahara finds a little bit of space, looking for an overlap and run, and finds one. Cambalis clips it in, up the big fella way goes, and a clip in, and it just runs away past there. What a great bit of movement there by Heidelberg.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes in, Dougie, and we can have a look at that again. Nice ball played out to Cambalis. Deep cross in, up well was Ruben Way, and flashing across the front of that was Tom Cole. I don't know what he's trying to do there. A bit of a...
I don't know. Was he trying to get his back foot too? Or was he thinking? Was it? It did.
Maybe chested it.
Probably slipped it or headed. I thought, wouldn't have died young and swinging his head at it. That's for sure. So
probably a bit off balance, Doug, in the end there. But
and we wouldn't have seen the dew, obviously, Johnny, the way it slips through there as well. So I can see Spielberg putting the earmuffs on. We might have a co-commentator tonight with Spielberg. Are we there, sweetie?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear.
Great to see Spielberg. We've got him on mic.
Well, date stamp this one, Dougie, because we very rarely get Spielberg on air. So welcome, Nick, to the coverage. He'll be doing the dual role, working the dials and giving us his expert analysis.
As the ball runs out there, as JW will just take a nice easy stroll.
And that was one of the Scoppoliti brothers. That's Daniel, who's wearing number 24. The other one for Bulleen is Paul Scoppoliti, number 22. So that was Daniel that time, who couldn't chase that down.
Much research on them, Johnny? Have they been around or been at Bulleen for a while? Or?
Not sure, Dougie. I know that they've changed their keeper, certainly. Shane Vitakangas was starting last Sunday at South Melbourne, and of course they've got Wyatt Chant now in goals, both quality goalkeepers.
Might be a little rotation system the gaffer's got happening, maybe, if you've got two quality people. Way plays it out. Ooh, not the best of ball for Tambalis. Bit behind him, but he'll play it easily back.
And one thing, speaking of that, Dougie, I noticed that Heidelberg, very patient at times on Sunday, were quite happy to recycle that ball, go around the clock, and just patient, look for the opening. So
the thing is, there's some experienced boys out there, and as you know and we know, and everyone has been watching and listening on HUFC, it's over the last few years, they're moulding into each other, and they keep the ball, they pass it, and they know what's there. They're positive, the strengths. And they're happy to keep the ball and keep it moving and playing, and not being funny and not being biased, but gee, they play some fantastic. And we'll go back to that in a minute. And Barlas, not the best balls, cleared away there by the right back. Whitman, he'll get it. But like you said, Johnny, out we come again. Come out the other side, pace, the barometer. He'll have a look. Diagonal ball, Ruben Way. It's just the movement, the way they flow. He'll tell you what, that's not a bad area for Ruben Way. He can strike a ball.
Striking distance, isn't it?
And in these conditions... Is it Cahill? Rolls him in. Can he get some? A little back heel, cheeky, intercepted by a white shirt and a pole. Yeah. Intercepted. Biles.
It's going to come back again, though, Dougie. They're just owning the position at the moment, aren't they?
And the good thing, like you said, Johnny, it's showing with the experience, is with the patience of the build-up and the movement of the Burgers, and that sort of structure. Not overplaying, not forcing the play, waiting for the right moves and keeping the ball, and that's experience. That's something I'm not being funny. You can't buy that.
Yeah, once they've got very settled squad, only the one change, and
great depth, like you said,
in the bench. Absolutely.
Let's talk about some injuries we've had.
We've had Sean Ellis, who's been out for 2 months, comes back on Sunday against Port Melbourne. Within 3 minutes, back on the scorers list.
It wasn't too bad,
didn't miss a beat, did he?
He's back on the bench tonight, which is fantastic. So, it's obviously they'll bleed Shawnee Ellis in there a little bit. Obviously, just keep his legs tipping, which is fantastic to see. And his mum and dad obviously listen at overseas. So, a wee bonny Scottish wave. Here we go again to Barlas. Looks up. Not a bad ball. No. Intercepted. It'll sit there for Wilkinson, and that will be a...
Ruben Way, that was in the end.
JW. Yeah, Wilkinson, number 2. He's just swung that. If that had been Ruben Way, I reckon I'd have put the money on it hitting the back of the net.
Tell you what, I'll get the peepers out on that one because I totally misread that one. But see if we can't get that on replay.
No.
Wasn't bad, like I said. It's put this way, without being disrespectful for us defenders, that was a typical defender's shot.
Well, he did get on the score sheet on Sunday.
Yeah,
JW.
And by the way, great overlap and run from the final 30 when he came into play and slotted it beautifully on the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, the left-hand goalkeeper. He's right. So, I think we discussed this, Johnny, on the weekend. I know we're talking about the 6-1, but while the game's underway at the moment, hasn't really started very exciting presently. It's obviously tidy football, but not end-to-end. We've had probably one chance, but it wasn't really a great opportunity of the ball flying out the Bell Street. Back underway.
Yeah, they've got the ball now. Bulleen trying to get forward. Now they pick it up in the middle, looking for Scoppoliti, but JW says not on my watch and marauds away with the ball, approaching halfway, has to track back, looking for pace. Will they go across now? And again, patient build up. O'Brien short. Back to pace. He looks up for options. Alex Scarvo short.
Geez, came deep there, Johnny, for a striker coming all the way down there, isn't he? Look where JW, he's up on the right-hand fly of the flanks, on the ball as I speak. Great little turn. Georgie, hands up, finds Cahill. Can he find something? Protects the ball, looks for support, does find it. JW keeps the ball moving. Fantastic. Drops in. Intercepted there, Johnny.
Yeah, nice intercept there by the number 16 that time, Caceres. But again, they'll work it through Petrie from pace.
If you have a look at there, they're playing a 4-4-1-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bulleen.
Well, they want to keep it compact, don't they, early on, not to concede early.
It gives them an opportunity. They're going to counter-attack, which is fair. If they can pull a point out of against Heidelberg, who's a running in-form team. Cahill cleared away by Bulleen, just hit and kick. Pace will bring it underway. Petrie, he'll take a little turn, glides it out wide to Sarah. So you've got to see, you can just see the shape of Timbalis Cahill, well intercepted in there by the big defender, but look at where Sarah is and Timbalis.
They need to change, don't they?
Yeah, that's a sign. It's fantastic. And
good game awareness, isn't it?
Yeah. And as a coach, looking at it, nice bit of 1-2, little bit of bounce. Way beautiful to Cahill, keeps it in, great little
turn.
feet. He's got Paul, great challenge in there. Referee will say Blakey would be going, what a load of such and such that was.
Probably for the first one, he got sort of impeded on the first one and didn't have the advantage.
But when we played, John, he won the ball.
Yeah,
okay, studs are up. He's won full ball. He wasn't over the top. Was it a foul? I don't think so. He's won full ball. But what did you see beforehand, Johnny? Just a bit of a pull,
I think he
maybe?
might have just got pulled back a little. But, Dougie, we've got 9 minutes. And, of course, must thank our wonderful friends at Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and, of course, our match day sponsors for this evening, thanks to Mirabella Lighting.
And if you've just come on board, this is the catch-up round on HUFC. We'll go back to that Ruben Way. Clips in, not a bad ball. Intercepted, big centre half, flicked over again. Drop the Petrie. Back into the volley as people's coming out. Cahill's walking out with his hands up, so he's not offside, as long as he's coming back that right way. And he'll go up there. Look at JW in there, pinches it too strong as he comes out again. Alex out in the wide. Plays it in. Way, nice ball down there. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. Done well there. Oh, just that final ball in there, Johnny. Just let him down in there.
Just let him down that time, and this will be Corey Sewell coming away with it. And again, it'll come back to Ruben Way, looking for the triangle there.
What's Pace doing up there?
Pacey's up there too, and played back to Jack Petrie. Whips the ball in. A nice header away ahead of the keeper, who's just temporarily gone down. Pacey lays it down to Petrie, who, looking for Cahill and Zara, was ghosting in there, but it'll be an easy take for Wide Chant, who's just limping a little after that challenge.
Bit of hip and shoulder there.
Yeah. Might have been Zara that was at the end of that.
Like I said, that was probably your best. There's some nice football getting played. It's just that final finish, the final delivery, just letting them down. But that'll come. We've seen that many, many times, Johnny.
I think they'll remain patient and just keep working at the ball.
O'Brien in there. Wins, turnover. Ruben Way clips it out. Alex will go again. Looking for Cahill, but look at Cahill's got 3 white shirts, but he's got Zara out on the left-hand side. He'll bring it in. Cahill's at the back step if Zara can finish, but won't. Alex pulls it back. No, keeps it in play. Trying to get a corner, and Johnny?
Yeah, it will be a corner in the end.
Successful.
He got it off there. I think that centre half there. I'm just trying to pick up who that was, but didn't Scarvo make the nice, lovely movement again, as you picked up on that earlier. They're really trying to work that defence over, aren't they, at the moment?
It's a funny one. It's not funny, I suppose, but you're going to throw the kitchen sink up at teams like this, but is that going to be to the detrimental of Heidelberg? Obviously, with so many bodies in there. Is that Zara on the far side?
Jack Petrie with the
Petrie.
corner, whipping the ball in. Keeper punches it away from Alex Scarvo, who's up, and they'll try and clear, but look at that. O'Brien working well. Gets around the defender. Can he get the cross in? Has Ruben Way for support. He'll try and look for the left foot. The short ball. Oh, it's gone all the way through.
I tell you what, I don't remember that was a big fellow. Be
Corey
saying his little prayers there.
Would just replay?
Yeah, Corey
Nicholas wants a replay. We can have it. Hey, we can have that, Nick. Sweetie.
Yeah, you can see there Corey Sewell stepping right over the ball, and now we're back live with Ruben Way trying to find Cahill. Gets picked off that time by Bucky FA, and they'll come forward with Bulleen. A rare chance to try and work the ball forward. They go short.
Look at the numbers, though. Look at the yellow shirts.
Look at this now. Scopoliti with a chance now. As tracking back. And eventually it'll go out for a goal kick.
Or a free kick. I might have pulled it. A goal kick, one or the other. Who was that over there? Was that JW? Just pure strength in there, Johnny, I think.
Yeah, he just loves the physical stuff, doesn't he, JW?
Yeah, I don't think there's many boys out there for Heidelberg that obviously doesn't, to be fair. They don't mind getting stuck in, the boys.
What, there's some hard nuts in there, isn't there, Doug?
Nothing wrong with that out there on the pitch. I wouldn't mind 10 of them if there's me out there with one of them. 11. Biles, looked in. That's where Petrie comes in. Just comes in, gets the ball, looks out there. And you know what? Without being funny, it's just a little bit too easy for my taking. Bringing the ball out there. But the problem is, are they going to be able to move that in the final third like that a bit quicker? It needs to be a bit sharper.
Yeah, they'll need to get the ball in quickly. As you can see, Zara there making a run down the left. He has to check back. So, again, they're just patiently trying to find the opening at the moment.
Force the error, like you said, Johnny. If they can force the error, create the space. But the ball needs to move quick to create the space. Movement off the ball, bang, bang, 1-2 touch, which we know Heidelberg's very well capable of doing it.
Oh, it's
not static. So, Sweetie back on board. We got him. Good to see. Biles, look up, takes a man on. Does so. Cheeky little dink over to some Bartless. Les, will he get there? Intercepted there by the Bulleen.
Marky Effie, that was, who read the play well and got across. And we've gone nearly 13 and a half minutes here watching all this action exclusively live on HUFC TV, going all around Australia, all around the world. Hope you're enjoying the coverage as Les Dumbalas now lining up for the big long throw. Looking for Carl Short. Headed away there by the number 2 that time, Eli Lutmer. And Bulleen will chance to now play the ball forward. Scopolidi on the ball now. That's Daniel.
One of the brothers.
Yeah, Daniel that time. Does well. Gets around the 2 players that time. But Biles read the play well. Look at him go forward now. Jack Petrie finds Biles again, making the run, overlapping. Has to track back though because he's got no support.
That's what I'm saying there.
Too crowded.
They're too crowded, and that can cause problems. You know, you're parking to, no disrespect, you're parking to...
Well, they've got virtually 11 players behind the ball at the moment now.
Yeah. And you've got to break that down as a team. So they've got to be able to move that ball quick, fast. If they're going to go left to right with a bit of urgency. No use humping it long. You're going to be looking for knockdowns, like big centre halves there, the 20, the 5 and the 2. They're big galoots, as we call them in our days, big centre halves.
So Zara was there tracking the ball, but an easy shepherd out by Eli Lutmer, that was for Bulleen.
What I'd like to see there, Johnny, though, I'd like to see a little bit more dynamic movement in that final third. One showing, one presenting, and they're very flat at times along there. I know it's only early, 14 and a half minutes gone, and this round 2 catch-up. Why was it caught up? Because the ground's weather at the start of the year was unfit. We'll say it. There's a bit of work getting done on the pitch for Heidelberg, and look at the pitch now. It is doing fantastic, isn't it?
Well, it is, and there's going to be a big load of games coming up, of course, by Heidelberg. This is just the 4th home game, so after this there'll be 9 games out of the last 12 will be at home.
Fantastic for Heidelberg.
Well, it certainly is, and given their recent home form, it's going to be very welcome.
Was that Megs?
Yeah, JW trying to get around Corey Sewell that time, but Bulleen will clear through the number 20, the skipper Andrew Mullett. Jack Petrie with the pick up now. Luke Biles with a short ball in. Zara, can he get around? Well, gets picked off and he'll get the free kick.
Got a little knock in there, a little limp. Got a little bit there.
Yeah, just a little
What's Spielberg doing? Is he toping into somewhere? We're missing Spielberg. Is he back? He took his earmuffs off, didn't he? He's only came in for a quick show, Johnny.
Just working the phones.
Working the phones.
Working the dials, working the phones. He's
should see him on the D-Day track. Here we go. Biles puts a bit of backspin. Cahill will fight for it. Does go over the back for one of the brothers, Daniel.
Yep, Scopolidi there. Again, happy to let it run. And this will be the tactic for Bulleen, just to negate and frustrate Heidelberg as much as they possibly can.
And hope for a counter-attack and try and get one on the break. And that's realistically what they're doing. Heidelberg at the moment, a bit flat in the front third. You know, that was obviously with Zara floating in there, creating some space, a little bit better movement. But let's be fair, the Burgers capable of, as we know, scoring plenty.
And they can do it in a rush too, as, again, Ruben Way. A lovely overlapping run by O'Brien. Oh, just got taken out by Corey Sewell.
Played for it. See,
it wasn't much of a touch.
Blake, you'll be having kittens, Johnny. Here we go.
It certainly was there.
We'll just go back to that replay of the incident.
Yep.
Nicholas, here comes Spielberg. Have a look. Look at what's this, Johnny O'Brien. Just a touch, and hey, it was a free kick, no problem at all. But made a meal, 9.5. No, hey, at the moment, hopefully, you guys are all hearing volumes.
We're getting messages. There's no volume. There is volume.
No, there is volume.
There is volume. That's all right. All
I'm
good.
getting plenty of volume.
I've got plenty. Here we go. Ruben Way, great left foot, 2 in the wall, 10 yards. Referee says no, that's not 10. Over the walk back, 2 or 3. Thank you very much Thank your mother for the rabbit, as they used to say. And Blakey would go, what's that? I said, just an English saying. Reuben Way.
Reuben Way with the ball now. What's he going to do? He's going to whip it in. Who have we got in the box there? We've got Pacey in the box.
Let's just look at their movement, though, Johnny. Let's see if it's stagnant. There's 1, 2, ball whipped in, gone in low. Oh, he's looking for an interception there.
Yeah,
cleared away there by smart defensive work.
Corey Sewell that time, again, on the spot to clear that. As it'll go all the way back to Luke Biles. He nearly got picked off there. Ooh, my goodness, he took a chance there at the time. Got away with it that time, Dougie, and Jack Peachy will pick up the free. Oh, the referee, it's cannon into him. Lewis Hawke now with an opportunity. Well, this is a lucky break here for Bulleen, but what a great tackle by Luke Biles in the end. But gee, didn't they get
what a great ball by the referee.
Well,
off his hip.
And he played him on side too. My goodness me, that could have been awkward.
It's funny, and I got a conversation on Sunday. Someone asked me about that situation. I said, well, end of the day, the man's in the way. It's awareness, decision making. If the bloke's there, he shouldn't kick it.
Jack Peachy was in a bit of a rush there to get it across, wasn't he?
And decision-making awareness. So you go, could he have called it back? No, he can't. So it's a little bit of a balance act there between the player that done bad and the referee that done good and bad. So because sometimes you look at that, they go and score. It's very unlikely. But Petrie, decision-making awareness was poor on that occasion and can sometimes bite you like you would do as a centre-half passing the ball back to your keeper. Keeper misses it. It happens.
Indeed, and that was an obvious indication that Heidelberg are trying to force the pace, dictate the play. Just got to stay patient because Bulleen have defended well, really, to be honest, so far.
Just looking for the intensity, I think, Johnny. We're trying to find, like you said, the pace.
The whole game's a bit flat at the moment.
It's a bit stale. It's a bit flat. You can feel it in the air. The game stop and start a bit. Obviously, you need the ball to be moving. Transition, but you need the players to be moving. Like, look at the three. Now, I'm being critical. 3 players. Okay, Cahill's came and presented, dragged a bit of hold, and then Alex. Now, look at that. You got a runner coming in the final third there now. Reuben Way, too slow. Cahill comes short. You need that sort of movement to create the space. If not, being a defender, you just camp yourself there and say, mate, this is easy. Knock the ball in. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to win the headers, win the battle. That's what we're going to do all day. See, like, the game's stagnant. It's stationary. Got to keep the boys, and it's got to, it's crucial, the movement in the final third of the runners. If they don't get that movement right, this could cause Heidelberg a fair bit of problem, but hopefully the boys can. JW doing a bit of backtracking.
Corey Sewell with the clearance that time, looking for Scoppoliti. It'll be a Burgers throw-in just near the coach's bench there.
Am I seeing things, or is this strip very similar to Port Melbourne's a little bit on the weekend?
It does look very similar.
It reminds me of Crystal Palace's days. Remember the old strip of white and the stripes down?
Yep, indeed. Well spotted, Dougie. Very similar to the Port Melbourne away strip, as they're looking forward for Cahill that time. He can't control it. Now Scoppoliti will come away. It's got Lewis Hawke forward. Lewis Dumbalis will get there first. It goes all the way back to Chris Theodoridis, who might be getting a bit of frostbite at the moment. He's had so little of the ball.
And this is the dangerous, you see, Johnny, talking about the game and moving it. Like, look at the boys up front. Alex is coming deeper now, trying to find holes, trying to bring a player with him and create the space. I get that.
Little hole in between,
And can Johnny, but there's still, like, as a coach for Bulleen, you'd say, that's like, Pedro, you can have it. You can knock around the clock all day. You're not penetrating. You're not giving us any problems, mate. No drama at all. Keep knocking it around. The key to this game tonight, Johnny, is the 3 boys up front or their movement off that ball, creating the space in that final third with Cahill and Zara and making that space, diagonal runs for people to go in. That's the key. If they can do that, Johnny, we've got a game on the hand. Look how deep Alex is.
Yeah, he's dropping into that little hole, but you can see they've given it away that time. Turnover as Bulleen will come away with it through Sewell. Finds Scoppoliti. Daniel Scoppoliti turns back now, goes inboard. And they'll shoved off the ball there, and they'll get a free kick, will Bulleen. And they just mustn't get frustrated, Dougie. This is the danger. Ethan Doherty that time was a player that got bowled over. And Bulleen will get a chance to set up for a set play. So I hope you're enjoying this on HUFC TV.
Of course they'll be enjoying it. They're listening to me and you.
22 minutes in nearly, Dougie, and of course Bulleen will be very happy at this stage to see the scoreline 0-0, no score. Goose eggs, as our erstwhile friend Greg Blake would say.
Goose eggs, I haven't heard that one. That's tickled me. Not a bad ball in.
A lovely ball whipped in and headed away that time by Cale, helping his defence. It'll come back in though. That was the brother Paul Scoppoliti out for a throw-in on that far side. But you can see even the crowd's a bit flat at the moment, Doug. Very, very subdued atmosphere at the moment here at Catalina Street headquarters here.
That's all right though, Johnny, because me and you on deck, mate, with Spielberg, we'll get this game rolling, we'll pick it up. We'll entertain you. HUFC round 2, catch-up round of the NPL. What a season has been in a roller coaster. Heidelberg have been on fire.
They have, and it's pretty much at the moment a 3-horse race at the top with Avondale and Bentley Greens at the top of the table. Bentley Greens, of course, 4 points clear of Avondale, and Heidelberg just a couple of points behind Avondale. But with those...
And Bentley Greens this year, Johnny, and this is for the listeners that obviously not getting to the games and just seeing, obviously, but Bulleen's had a bit of a turn to actually clear out too, in a nice way. They've had about 4, 5, 6 new players come in.
And they haven't missed a beat, and of course they're in the final 32 of the FFA Cup. Jack Petrie almost found JW. They'll get it again, though. And Ruben Way now, that was played short, so now they've got a chance to break.
And they're breaking in numbers. If you look, Johnny, with the shirts, if only their pace will pick it up and come again. And nice football.
Yeah, they're just not hurried on the ball. It's pacey, though, that time. Just showing too much of the ball that time to Doherty. But again, they'll get it back through Scarvo. Back to Luke Biles, and they'll reset again. 23 and a half minutes in. You're watching HUFC TV, brought to you by Windsor Management, and of course tonight our matchday sponsor Mirabella, as Zara gets clipped from behind.
Great little ball in there with Ruben Way in there, Johnny. Just riding it in there. That's the movement. They're starting to get the little 10-yard, 15-yard passes, bang, bang movement. Tell you what, though, what we're putting on Ruben Way from here, Johnny.
You'd think he'd want to have a strike from here, wouldn't you, Dougie? So the referee's saying it's wait hand for my whistle.
Was it hand? Okay, they've asked for the 10 yards.
Yep.
Which is obviously can't go make a quick one. Let's see what Ruben Way. We got Petrie on there as well, Johnny, or is that...
maybe he's making the decoy run, I'm not sure.
I think this is what you would do as a centre-half. You'd have a look at it. You'd look at big centre-halves are in there picked up, but obviously, is it a right footer? Is it a left footer?
No, it's a left footer, I reckon.
There's your touch, Ruben Way. Strikes, ping. Just didn't get over the top of it. Just a little flick in there. Sweeties just give us the upgrade. He reckons he put his money on Ruben Way.
Yeah, that was a little touch there. The little variation there, not a direct free kick. They just played it out wide, but that wasn't even going to hit a second set of goals, was it?
Nah, that was like, to be fair, both sides.
I just want to know who gave Blakey the day off.
Well, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll be speaking to his employees tomorrow. Hey, we've been told we're not allowed to say.
Well, it's a family celebration.
Yeah. Good to see. You know what, though? What a fine man and what a great man. I've known Greg for a long, long time. It's been great to see him back in media because I tell you what, he was absolutely fantastic and still is, may I say, at his job. The old days, when the old National League days, NSL, when he was in there working for SPS. But back to this one, can Zara get on the other end of it? Slide tackle, does. Just running out there.
Yeah, good play that time by the number 2 that time for Bulleen. Eli Lutman with a nice sliding challenge, and it'll be a Bulleen throw. And you can see they're in no hurry to take it as we're ticked over the 25-minute mark. So round 2 catch-up match here at the Olympic Village. And, of course, these two teams, Dougie, will meet again, as we said, next Monday night, the Queen's Birthday Clash. Down at Bulleen, the Veneto club down there.
That's a hard one to go there, Johnny. You know, that ground.
Artificial pitch.
You know.
But haven't we had some games out there? You and I called it 4-2-1 in the 4-2 win.
Burgers were down 2-0. 10 minutes to go.
And then last year, the final round, when they were 2-0 and then 3-1 down, came back to win 5-3 and clinched the minor premiership.
What a game that was. But let's get to this one. Petrie on the ball. Bulleen holding the 18-yard box. Feathered into the penalty spot. Nice and deep. Oh, just a little bit too much on it there for Jumping Jack.
Yeah, nice easy take for White Chant, who just for a moment looked like he might be a little wrong-footed, but does well and clasps it in, goes forward looking for Hawke. Over the top of him and O'Brien. It'll be a free kick to Hawke. It's an NPL. So catch up round 2 of the NPL game here this evening as... It'll be Corey Sewell, who whips it in and all the way over the top, and Chris Theodoridis, easy take. As Bulleen player went down in the box that time. That was a Hawke again, looking for throw. Dumbalis, leaves it for Zara. Zara, all the way back to Theodoridis, and they'll work it around the other side now. Out to Stephen Pace, the barometer. Short for Jack Petrie. Goes for the chip ball down the line, but that'll be an easy out for Corey Sewell, who is happy to, again, take some seconds off the clock. We've ticked over 27 minutes here on HUFC TV, here with Dougie Hodson tonight and myself, Jay Fott, and also Spielberg Nick on the dials, John on the camera, bringing you all these great vision here at the Olympic Village. As Luke Biles now striding forward. Long ball finds Ruben Wade. JW with a cross now, chance. It'll be headed away though by Bulleen, and going in for a header there. And it'll be a Bulleen free kick against Luke Biles, who was all the way up there, against Ethan Doherty.
Tell you what, he's going to be the nosebleed up there, old Ballsy, getting over that halfway line.
Well, he's in unfamiliar territory there,
Doug.
Yeah,
he said, what am I going to do here? I'm going to shoot.
Well, I'm tipping that he's seen that 11 different players have scored a goal in the NPL, and he's thinking, I want to get in on this.
He's thinking if the keeper can do it, I can do it.
Well, the keeper's already on 3 for the season.
3 pens.
Taking it all before him.
Tell you what a great penalty he took as well. No one was catching that one.
Never looked like missing.
No.
So a new secret weapon, but I reckon Bowles is thinking, I've got to get in on the act here.
Has that pace, a bit of a tussle. Pull the shirt, pull it down. Oh, referee, I reckon you got that wrong, my son. Pacey's putting hands to his head. You can see the shirt pulling and everything else. He locked him in with a defender there, Johnny. Strikers, what they do, they back into you and they grab your shirt and they pull you in, and you can't go anywhere. So you're trying to push his arm off, and you could see there when he's gone down, he still had hold of his shirt. Referee just needs to be a bit more cagey on that one.
6 of one, half a dozen the other, but looks like Corey Sewell. No, that's the number 14. I beg your pardon. Leo Athanasiou with the ball. They've pushed the centre-backs up there, the number 6.
Holding the penalty spot.
Yeah, indeed, and it's whipped in now. Theodoridis with the take.
Took it quite and easy, simple.
Very
nice
confident.
cherries.
Yeah.
Cherries for that. He'll look for a throw. No. Looks for break. Out it goes. Timbalis on the left-hand side, breaking just in front of the grandstand. Looks up, goes past, played it short to Zara. Zara will look up. He's looking for someone in the middle of the park. Looks at a beautiful diagonal ball. Great overlap and run in there by JW. Ray will look up. I tell you what, it's a good range for weight. Nice little ball out there to Zara again. No, Timbalis played back in, but here comes that skipper, Biles. Look at it, holding the 18-yard box. In it goes. Clipped over. Not as far as Wilkins. Clipped in way. Doesn't get it with his right foot. Swung away there by the defender. One-on-one with Pace. Pace must be solid. Can he be strong? Ball sits in. O'Brien.
Well.
He'll play for that free kick again.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, I thought the referee
not
was
much
going
in
to
it,
give me...
but just a little clip, wasn't it?
There wasn't much in it, but we'll go to the replay.
Go to the replay. Let's have a look at that. Johnny, up goes Pace, got the little bounce, just a little clip, and just leg was out, so he's just flicked his legs as he's gone across there. Great work there by Spielberg. Yes. Fantastic. Tell you what, he's a marvel on them dials, isn't he?
He's a marvel on the dials. He's a marvel on the old headpiece here, and just doing it all this evening.
I can just smell the aroma of chips.
It's the little fella, the young boy, training tonight. He had a bit of concussion. Can I come and watch the burgers? He was up here with the 2 boys. They love coming up here to the Olympic Village to see the game, and he's got chips. But you know what the rude thing about it?
Well, they've got the overlap here. It's just wide in the...
He hasn't offered us any, Johnny.
No, he hasn't offered it, but when's the boy going to come play for Heidelberg, Dougie?
Well, we'll have to ask the little fella then. I'll tell you what. We had a game against them this year, the 15s. It's the first year that I've obviously back in the NPL with the under-15s, the under-12s. And I have to admit, though, Nick, living in Mount Eliza on the Moyne Peninsula, the boys have always said, Dad, can we? Will they get them the shirt number 5? Will we see him in the burgers?
The old father-son rule, eh?
Yes, he wears number 5. I think Matty's got 5 or 6, and Lucas, my youngest son, he's wearing 5. So trying to follow Dad. But there we go, Ruben
31 minutes in, Dougie, here at the Olympic Village. Ruben Wade marauding down the right. He's going to try the right foot cross. Easy take, though, for White Chant.
Yeah, we've seen some few photos splashed around social media of your son, father like son.
Well, there was not a bad photo. It's funny, I don't put much on about my kids. I keep it pretty private with the boys. But he's done a tackle. We got given a nice photo of a nice challenge, playing right back. It's been centre half, and he's played right back. What a great challenge. And I think he's got a bit of the dad in him in there, which is good to see. So, but I tell you what, the burgers might need a bit of dad.
Penalised again that time and getting called over by the referee. And he's not happy about that one. He felt he was the one being dragged back. But
not a bad area, a little bit of distance on it for Chris. to beat him there. But as we know, anyone's capable of this slippery. It's a nice service as a player. It's a great surface as a goalkeeper. Probably not too much.
Particularly those ones that'll land just in front of you that'll skid on.
Yeah, most
definitely.
We've
got to get the body right behind it, don't we?
Yep.
Now it's looks like Pablo Caceres as Bulleen have started to work their way a little bit into this game. Couple of efforts just a moment ago, almost catching Burgers out of shape there as Caceres looking up, chips it in. It'll go to Theodoriza. Easy take. That's a wasted ball. Early throw, looking for Zara. Traps it well. Chased down by the number 2 there. And it'll be eventually actually a Bulleen throw. So that was Eli Lopma right on Adrian Zara's hammer as we've gone just on 33 minutes. So you'd have to say Bulleen will be very, very satisfied with the first half, just over half an hour.
Definitely, Johnny.
Because they've managed to keep the scoreline level and, well, they're right in this game, aren't they, at the moment?
Oh, it's 0-0. If you can get it to half time, Johnny. 0-0. And the thing is, Heidelberg's just, it's going to, their concentration and their frustration could kick in. Like Pacey got caught one-on-one there for a minute. It's only that split second reflection off the referee. They can change the game.
Absolutely, Doug. It's headed down by Jack Petrie, but again, Bulleen cleared the ball easily enough. And now they'll chance to break. Through Caceres now, lovely through ball, but Luke Bowles is there to read that play well and pick it off.
And this is where Heidelberg really, really have to, Johnny, break fast.
Yeah, they've got to get on their bikes on the transition.
They do, mate, because what they've done there, they've just let them sit back. The ball's got to move quicker, a bit more intensity, get the tempo going. Let's got to take the game to them. And I've said that belong. Like, in comes Ruben Way, Cahill, making a run in the looking to come in. You can see the movement in the middle of the park.
Yeah, just a bit static at the moment, and the game just meandering along. Really, no real pace and vitality about the game at the moment. They're just very, very patient, trying to work the opening. As JW comes short, but again, we'll go back to pace on halfway, looking for the chip ball forward. Tommy Cale tries to chest it down now, but again, a very desperate clearance as they come away. And he couldn't control the ball that time, Scopolidi.
Just not falling for him there, is it really? Not a bad ball in. He's chested at Cahill for a flick. Just didn't sit there. Good defensive, good work by Bulleen.
Yeah, that was a very desperate tackle that time by Barkey FA.
Pretty much a game of two defences at the moment.
Yeah, that's what it is, realistically. And the thing is, here we go again. I don't like the long ball. I've got to see some more movement in the final third. Sabalis will pick that up cleanly out to Zara, just in front of the grandstand on the far side. Can he find Ruben Way on the far side? Moments gone. Transactions too slow.
Yeah.
Like Nick said, two centre-halves. The defence are playing. Out to Timbalis in the far. Nice ball by Pace. Nice one touch there by Les Petrie. Sahara. And it's nice to see, if you look at this, and I don't know if the viewers are watching and they can see this, the flow between, Zara in the middle of the park and Timbalis outside and Alex back to Joe. Ruben Way, a lot of time here. Nice thigh, touch, overlap there. Oh, just behind JW. Can he make it up? Left foot, swings it, not a bad ball. Up goes the big fella, wins it. Will only drop for the Burgers. Can he muscle through? Will it sit for Alex? Can he get it out? Yes, he can. Nice ball in JW. Cleared away by Bulleen again.
Oh, desperate defence by Bulleen on 3 occasions there. Pacey now with a long ball across. Dumbalis heads it across goal. Jack Petrie, offside.
Offside, says a referee.
In fact, it was Zara. And Tom Cale doesn't look too happy with that decision, but again, Bulleen holding that nice high line and just frustrating the Burgers.
And I think Georgie's at half-time, 36 minutes gone, and there's round 2 catch-up at the NPL. Georgie's going to have to make sure that the boys keep their shape, keep their patience, and I've said it before, the movement, obviously. But what I was going to, the way the players interact into and out of their spaces in the middle of the park, I'm just talking positional numbers.
Yep.
It's fantastic to see, really, because Zara will float into the middle of the park, but instead of no one being out there, someone else will go out there. So the shape's still fantastic, but just a different personnel.
Now, Scopolidi there that time giving the ball away for Bulleen, and they try and get through the middle there, but again, an easy take by Chris Theodorides. And again, they'll build up from the back, Doug. They don't want to play that long ball and just go to numbers. So
it's just going to come back, Johnny.
Yeah.
The big boy, let's be fair, the big 20, the 5 and the 2. They're big, solid defenders.
Yeah, Lutmer, FA and the skipper Andrew Mullett, all keeping a nice high line. And just keeping the Burger forwards in check at the moment as Luke Biles again.
And this is probably what they've done against South Melbourne, and obviously took the chances and put the ball away.
Well, I believe they scored a goal in the very first minute of play. I think it was within the first 30 seconds.
Really?
Were able to get to 2-0 in the second half and held on for 2-1.
South was still in the changing room.
Yeah. Well,
Biles hits Zara. Great challenge in there. Intercepted again. Done as far as Jack Petrie. Takes a touch. Looks out wide. Wilkins. Got a man outside again. He has O'Brien. Can he find it? Can it be slipping and sliding? Not the best ball in. Yeah. That final ball we've spoke about, John, hasn't been the prettiest. And that wasn't the prettiest touch either, as it hits the guys just in front of us.
Yeah, Scoppoliti that time for Bulleen, who booted the ball towards our commentary spot there.
Just in front of the dugouts. But you look at that ball by O'Brien. Okay, he slipped in that, but that's the quality we need to get in decent balls.
Got to get it in over that first defender, Doug.
Most definitely. Missed that first man out. Tumbalis takes it down on his chest, turns out, looks for Zara, finds him. With a defender right up his tail, rides it, referee seen, hands on the hips. Zara looked to play it small, short, quick, fast. Yes, does. Petrie. Out it goes. Pace out on the right-hand side now. Wilkinson.
Very disciplined you can see there by Bulleen again, pushing numbers back, just crowding the play, and now they'll come away through Scoppoliti. Daniel Scoppoliti looking for Hawk. He's made a nice run in the channel. They've got numbers coming forward here, Doug.
Oh, the boy in the middle, Johnny.
Yeah, absolutely. As a reverse pass to Scoppoliti. The cross comes in. Les Dumbalis with a nice header away. It'll go to Zara. He'll have to check back now and go back to Dumbalis. Oh, a bit of a... Yeah, just, again, the lack of concentration.
And this is where the Burgers are going to make sure they don't switch off for that split second or time, because that can be very costly, Johnny.
Yeah, so Chris Theodoretti is doing the right thing in the end, but under a bit of pressure there.
What about our beautiful Windsor Management Made Insurance Brokers? Aren't they fantastic?
All this action. 39 minutes gone in, Dougie, and of course our match day sponsors this evening, Mirabella Lighting, as the ball's played in, and Theodoretti's with a punch in the air.
He had a lot to do because the big fella was in there, mate, waiting for that touch. Sits for 4 in there. So, well, he'll look in.
Scoppoliti now again trying to get the cross in, gets clipped by Ruben Way, he'll get the free kick. And Ruben Way just give him a bit of lip. Let him know he's around, Dougie, isn't he?
He's definitely a hard contender, that one. That's for sure. Ruben Way, 16, the boy.
Caceres.
He'll line up just in front of the Bulleen box. The Canon Toyota, Windsor Insurance and Blue Star Global Logistics. Clipped in, not a bad ball in, but cherries for a goalkeeper of that status. We'll take that cleanly.
2 or 3 that they've really wasted. They've had a couple of free kicks from that from our commentary side near the benches there, and they've just all gone straight to Theodoretti's as Jack Petrie now finds O'Brien. O'Brien looking for the clipball forward, Tommy Cale. But nice play again that time by Barkey FA. Over the top of Cale.
Was that Way just giving Doherty a little shove as well?
Yeah, you know Ruben Way's not going to die wondering. Zara now. Nice takedown there. Biles chips it forward. Scarvo's been out of the game a little bit.
Been quiet, hasn't he?
He has. He gets picked off that time by...
Only as far as jumping jack, though. Alex this time can turn it out to Petrie. Petrie will have a look at Ruben Way. We've got JW. Cahill, little touch. Alex, just gets away. Just a little bit tight there. Good there. You can see the frustration by Georgie down there. But that was a better football.
A little bit better. The idea was good. Nice little touch on there by Tommy Cale. He just hit that ball at top pace and wasn't able to control it. Was
taking the sting out of there, wasn't it? Just needed to take that sting out of that little 1-2.
Just needed to cushion it a little, Dougie.
41 bulleins. Round 2 catch-up round. Bulleen, Heidelberg. Here we are at a nice, beautiful, still night. Bit chilly, but obviously it's been colder here at the village. We've had, haven't we? But tonight's quite remarkably still and nice. Boys out there, good football conditions. Ruben Way on the ball, looks to play in. Cahill, get it down. Can he get it under control to it was Zara? Gets it under control. O'Brien will pinch it this time. Pass 1, pass 2. Cahill this time gets a turn in. Louse pulls the trigger and hits the security bike just in front of there. Let's have a look at that turn, Johnny.
Yeah, the nice turn by O'Brien to get the ball to Cahill, but the snapshot, Dougie going well wide.
Oh, I thought Spielberg was looking at me going, we've got a replay.
I was too busy looking at the live ladder.
Spielberg.
I forgot to press the
live ladder shows Heidelberg still be third on the table at the moment.
On 32 points.
On 32 points.
So this is the game, the catch-up round. This is the one that can really make it interesting. Get it at 34, sitting in second, take it to Bentley over the coming weeks. Great run in the next few games. What you say, Johnny, how many games at home?
Well, there's still 9 games after this at home. Of course, next week, we said this before, on Easter Monday. Easter Monday. Queen's birthday Monday.
Lizzie's birthday.
They'll meet again at the Veneto Club, David Barrow Stadium. 8:30 kickoff.
And like we said earlier, John, we've had some pearler games over there, Colin, haven't we, mate?
On that artificial surface, anything can happen, Doug.
Great ball by JW. Does he find Cahill? Yes, he does, with a bit of backspin. Cahill gets it under control. He's got support by Zara. Cleaned away. Corner. Throw in. No, the referee says Spielberg's give it the shout early. That's a corner.
He's got the peepers right on that one, Dougie.
Oh, he's having a look. Tell you what, they will have it. Can this be the interesting time with 42 going on the 43 minute on the clock of round 2?
Love a goal here just before half-time. Just to
what a time to
ease
score.
The squeeze a bit.
Magnificent time to score it would be for sure. Who we got on the ball? Way looks up, clipped in, not a bad ball. Deep, up they go. Cleared away, only as far Wilkinson will get the tap back over. Still in there. Alex flicked on. Over to Cahill. Cleared away there by the 16. And as far as number 7, which is Hawk, he'll come out the other side.
And
look at that running now. Sambala says, you can't pass mine, son. What a challenge. Great challenge in there. And what a ball, too. And a volley.
Offside.
Tell you what, Cahill saying no. He didn't touch the ball. Playing on. Alex goes in with a little head count. Play on, says referee. Well done. Cahill done extremely well there. Knew it was offside. Made that run backwards, allowing JW to get there. Yeah. O'Brien just penalised a little bit in front of us here. Just bringing Hawk down in front. But tell you what a challenge by Les Timbalis and what a delivery.
Now let's have a look at that. You can see he takes the ball in, the cross in, the flag goes up. Tail says, I'm not playing this ball, I'm onside. He's JW. But
and well done by the linesman to bring his flag straight down. Well done by the officials. Great.
Play the ball forward, but it'll be picked off by Ruben Way. Wilkins now. Theodoridis, short ball. Ooh. Lucky there. O'Brien, they'll work it out through Way.
So you look at Cahill with 3 blokes around him. It's a fair challenge, you know.
I think Skipper Mullet there with an easy header away. Those sort of balls are going to be easy for Bulleen all night.
And I think Blakey was talking about it last week. He gets kicked and punched and everything else. Just gets on with it, Cahill, doesn't he?
And we'll keep an eye on the fourth official, Dougie. We're into the last minute of regulation here. Still no score here at the Olympic Village. Heidelberg taking on Bulleen. Catch up round 2 game as Cahill backing in. Ruben Way with a chance. And it'll be a corner kick.
Took a reflection there, Johnny, as Spielberg got the replay.
Oh, we certainly do.
And there it comes in there. Not a bad ball in deep. Cahill backing in the centre half, just looking for the knockdowns. Ruben Way strikes it, hits the Bulleen defender, and out for a corner. Fantastic. Nice bit of football by Heidelberg.
And that's going to be the order of the day. If they're going to knock those long balls in, they've got to look for that runner coming through for the secondary ball, Doug.
I'll tell you what, the old man outside, I don't think he put his flag up. Yeah, Ruben Way. Not a bad ball in. No.
Ball off.
Does it go? Corner again, the referee, linesman, or both of them? Oh, referee.
It's half-time.
Half-time.
Virtually only 15 seconds of extra time there.
Tell you what, referee says
half-time here.
Half-time.
Yeah, indeed. So half-time here. Round 2 catch-up action here. We're with Doug Hodson and Jay Fott and also Spielberg Nick here. It's no score on the board. Dougie, quick sum up of this round 2 game.
I'll tell you what though, boys, 0-0. Not the most exciting game we've seen Bulleen and Heidelberg between their matches over the history, but Heidelberg being very, how would you say, bit not laxy-daisy, but could we see the ball a bit more tempo needs to be the tempo and a bit more urgency in their play. They've been very basically patient keeping that ball, and probably a little bit too patient in my liking, because it's allowed Bulleen to sit back, look at the patches and see him hit him on the break. Heidelberg going in, obviously George, you'll basically got to be patient, but can we move the ball? Opportunities going big, and I don't think Chris has had much to do up there. I think you mentioned frostbite in there, Johnny.
Yep.
And let's be fair, the goalkeeper realistically, Heidelberg really haven't tested them in that first 45.
Has not had too much to do. It's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Needs a bit of a spark this game. Certainly a goal would certainly liven it up, and the Burgers will be hoping that they can break through in the second half. So join us after this short break on HUFC TV, brought to you by Windsor Management and, of course, Mirabella this evening, as we return with the commentary team here at the Olympic Village.
Welcome back, Johnny. Yours truly, Dougie Hodson and Jay Fod on deck here today. This round 2 catch-up, HUFC. Brought to you by our fantastic, Johnny, who are these major sponsors?
Dougie, welcome back from a half-time break, and it's 0-0. And, of course, as you said, Dougie, all this action brought to you by Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, our great friends down there at Windsor Management.
And what a fantastic job they've done for HUFC over this year.
Absolutely. HUFC TV just couldn't go ahead without Windsor Management.
So if Windsor Manning's out there and you want to get something about the brokers and insurance, get on board, get the phone number, give them a ring and support them, because they've been supporting us and our day sponsor today, the Mirabellas. But let's get this game underway. 0-0, round 2. HUFC brought it to you round the world as we bring this game 0-0 at Olympic Village as we enter the second round. What a game hopefully this second half's going to bring to you.
Well, a bit flat after in the first half. Really not many chances created, and certainly Bulleen doing a good job to nullify the Burgers, but let's hope there's a bit of goalmouth action in the second half as pace.
I'm quite happy, Johnny, I can speak again, because Sunday I couldn't. Wasn't tonsillitis, but laryngitis. I think Blakey was quite happy because I couldn't talk.
Yes, and once again we say hello to Blakey out there, enjoying a good night out, family night out, so hope you're enjoying Blakey.
Biles, let's see what he can bring to. How are we going to get? What's Georgie said? Clips the ball into Cahill. Not a bad ball. Brings it back down. Alex is timing his run a little bit too far in front there. You can see Cahill there putting his hand on his head. What's he got in the locker? What has Georgie gave the instruction? Is Bulleen going to come out numbers? Is they going to counter-attack what they've done in the first half and just hold back and park the bus? Tambalis looks to play it down the... Alex does so, turns. Reuben Wade looks for Cahill, played out, looking for overlap. Cahill, can he pull the trigger? Can he get the yard? No, he's looking, couldn't get it done. There's the JW, great overlap and run. Heads up, not the best balls. Intercepted, handball goes to shout. No, it hits him in his stomach.
In the midriff.
He's had a bit of...
in the old breadbasket there. Might be talking with a high-pitched voice for a little while as they work it out through pace again, the Burgers. Short to Petrie. Around the clock to Biles. Biles now clips it downfield, looking for the run of JW. He will pick up that ball. Corey Sewell ahead of him. Can he get around the back? Gets the ball crossed in. It's headed away by Bulleen, only as far as Reuben Way. Again, forced back, and now Ethan Hawke will pick it up for Lewis Hawke. Does really well, does the Bulleen number 7. Lovely little chip ball looking for the run there of Scopoliti. Well done by Paul O'Brien. And he'll find Reuben Way now. Scarva on the ball. Bit of movement here in the Heidelberg. But again, they're held up. Clipping the ball in. Zara at the back. It'll be headed away there by Eli Lutmer. Lutmer with a header away. He'll go all the way back around. Jack Petrie coming in short. Looks up, looking for the options. Got Dumbalis out on the left. Dumbalis, again, has to go backwards. Good defensive work by Bulleen again. Looks for the clip ball into Zara. It's picked off by Bulleen, and they'll clear again, looking for the run forward of Lewis Hawke.
Just see there, Johnny, again, just the movement. And I know I've said it many, many a times about this movement in the final third, but it's going to be a very crucial part of Heidelberg's game. If they don't get that happening, I think Bulleen is quite happy to sit there and throw everything at us and see how they go.
Well, certainly this is a result that would certainly be very favourable for Bulleen. They pick up a point on the road, and of course after their big win against South Melbourne at the weekend, they'll be very happy with that.
4 points in 2 games.
Against all the big clubs, absolutely, Doug.
Took some scalps.
As thrown in by Scopoliti. Now Doherty with a header forward. Scarvo. Pinballs off Petrie. Zara looking to turn. He's confronted by 3 players. And Scopoliti eventually will win the throw in for Bulleen. So that time it was Paul Scopoliti confronting Adrian Zara that time, Doug.
Just in front of the home dugout, the Cannon Toyota sign. Little 1-2, brings it down. The referee says play on, didn't go out, clips it in. Out comes Chris. He'll take it nice and comfortable mid-height. Looks for a throw. Reuben Way looking at it. No, drops it. Long. Yes. Cahill backs in. Over the top. Referee says play on and well played. Great defensive work. Alex, can he get past it in front of the Bulleen dugout? Here Bulleen comes again, coming short. Goes in there, intercepted.
Yeah, that time it was Leo Thanasiou Tried to find the runner there in Scopoliti, but that was about 10 yards away from him. As it'll be a Heidelberg throw in.
Tambalis back to Biles. He'll go back to the keeper. Chris, he'll play a little 1-2 with Mr. Pace as he comes out. Just coming up to the fifth minute mark of this 0-0 game between Bulleen and Heidelberg at Olympic Village. For you guys listening, anyone just joined us, 0-0. Out comes Biles, brings it to the halfway line, looking for movement. Alex makes a great run. Just gets it over. Nice little ball by Cahill. Out it goes again. Petrie keeping the ball moving slowly. Out it comes again. Zara clipped in, 18-yard box. Up it goes. Cleared away by Bulleen again. Drops as far as O'Brien. JW long. Can Ruben Way get a header? Cleared away by the big fella, number 5 in there. Off he will come out. Zara clipped in again. They're throwing everything in. Little clip. Clipped away. Can we get the knockdowns? Can they get it? Bulleen. Strike! Just didn't get a dip there by Jumpin' Jack.
But again, they've been forced to these long-range efforts that time. There's 2 or 3 balls played in, but you can see the big centre-halves in the back 4 there able to deal with those quite capably. As that time it was Jack Petrie with the final shot, but well over the bar, Doug.
The thing is there, Johnny, is they're just putting the ball in. If that ball's in there a long time, being a centre-half, mate, that's curtains. That's cherries for us. You just read the fly of the ball, you run through anything that's there, and you're going to win them headers. They've got to be put in with some pace, some whip in behind or in front. Really give the centre-half something to think about. And at the present moment in time, centre-half's having hot chocolate, Mars bar.
And we've gone 6 minutes second half action here, brought to you by our wonderful friends at Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. And, of course, this evening's match day sponsor, Mirabella Lighting, bringing all this action. You're on deck with Jay Fott, myself, and Dougie Hodson on deck here at the Olympic Village for this round 2 catch-up game. Second half action here as O'Brien gets picked off by Lewis Hawke. They'll play the ball forward. Scopoliti, pace, able to clear it away. O'Brien again. Now Wilkins. Wilkins goes down the line looking for Jack Petrie, who's moved forward. And again, Bulleen, though, picking up that secondary ball. Biles. Dumbalis. Zara. Back to Dumbalis. Again, looking up. Clips it forward. Kale. Tries to turn. And he was held back. So a free kick in a dangerous spot here for Heidelberg. Let's have a look at that again as Dumbalis clipped it forward. Kale was being held back by the arm. Referee spotted it right in front of him.
Not a bad spot there, Johnny.
Oh, this is a dangerous position because you got Jack Petrie, who looks like he's setting up for the shot.
Alex is having a bit of a look. It's a right-footed. Sambalis is going to have a look and see if there's a little bit of a run. We're on the 7.5 minute of round 2 catch-up round. Sambalis is making an overlap and run.
Trying to drag those defenders wide, so will he track back?
The referee says, you've got your 10. Is you going to create enough space?
So will they play the ball out to... Look for the ball just shimmied out to Scarvo, or will Jack Petrie go for the direct?
Scarvo's line up. Alex will take... Petrie will take a touch. It's direct. Touch. Alex strikes. Goes through. It comes back to Timbalis. Can he get it in the second time? First time. Third. Goes in long. Cahill hit it across. Paces. Look, his hands in his hands. He's going, why didn't I make that run?
Couldn't get the right angle there, Doug.
Is it going to be one of them nights for Heidelberg? Hopefully not.
I don't think draw suits us here tonight.
No, it does suit us, you reckon?
No, it doesn't suit us at all.
No, not at all.
There's pace with the header back.
Especially if you look at the ladder there, Nick, you basically expect it. Biles, nice ball out wide, does find Ruben Way, nice bit of chest, good knowledge, good experience, good awareness. We'll have a corner.
Yep, corner kick.
8.5 minutes
so
gone.
You can see the crowd on the far side just getting a bit restless, Doug. Can they rouse the players and be that 12th man?
We need a little bit of noise. Well, me and you could probably, Johnny, we could get them in there, get the drums going.
Ruben Way certainly just needs a spark this game.
Here it goes. Ruben Way, not a bad ball in. Runners in. Keeper will take punches. Only as far as O'Brien. Gets intercepted. Can he get it back? Drives it across. Far as a Bulleen player again. Throw in for Heidelberg on the far side.
Might have looked to play it first time. Doug took that extra touch. Allowed the defence just to get back in in position again.
To give Bulleen credit, to be fair, Johnny, they've been quite solid, to be fair, defences.
Absolutely, Doug. They've really protected the keeper quite well this evening.
Long throw. Les Tumbalas, in it goes. Plenty of sky. Going to get the flick on, only as far as Ruben Way. Can he get the try? And there it is. Just clipped in there. Just couldn't get it out his feet and pull the trigger and get it driven. We've got a replay there.
Yeah, it was played in the corner, headed away, it looked like, by Doherty, and Ruben Way just couldn't get it out of the foot. A bit sticky on the foot there and couldn't get any power there.
Just trying to clip that in the top right-hand corner. Just got underneath a little bit. Ruben Way in there. Here we go again. Chan, he'll drive, left foot, strikes. In front of some bowlers, gets up, good header. Bulleen throw just in front of the Heidelberg coach's box as Louis makes his way down. He's looking fantastic, Louis, isn't he?
I'll tell you what, it's almost a playing weight, Doug.
He'll be out there soon. Great little roller there by Tumbalas. Referee says play on. Well played, I'd say, to the referee. Well done. Cahill backs in. Great solid head by defender. Gets the ball underneath Zara. Alex tries to just flick around the corner. Petrie. Tell you what, Louis having a great workout. Left foot, right foot. See the way he brought that down, Johnny?
Consummate skill there.
Hey, Tumbalas. Long throw again. Cahill having a tussle. Referee O'Brien. This time Cahill on the thigh. Yeah. Turns. Once, twice, gets it out of his feet, done ever so well. I'll tell you what, you're not going past me, says the big centre half. Drives it. As far as Les wins the header. Nice touch there by Jumping Jack. Nice bit of football by Heidelberg. Nice bit of triangles. Zara, can he get past him? Can he find the space? Can he deliver? Goes across mark. Will he get it cut out? Square ball. Don't like him.
Sold him short that time, and now Scopoliti will come away for Bulleen. That's Daniel Scopoliti. Making the run, has to check back a little, going for the cross ball. Oh, Basey missed it. Lewis Hawke now, and I'll get a corner.
Look at Zara, had a fair bit of work to get back there. Biles had to get across. Yep, not happy. He's having a word, the gaffer.
Yeah, and I think they're having a word there to, I think, who was it there? Biles certainly not happy with...
Captain definitely having a word there to someone. Obviously, square ball, very dangerous. I think it was Zara that gave that ball, square ball.
Caught them short there, and they were always tracking back, and eventually well played by Lewis Hawke, playing virtually a lone man up there, and they're taking their time with the corner kicker. Bulleen again further getting that crowd just a little frustrated as we're approaching 12 minutes, so nearly the hour mark here in the second half as it swung in. Poor ball though, it'll go only as far as Ruben Way. He looks forward, finds Zara. Can he turn away? They've got no support, so he has to go back. Oh, they've almost sold themselves short again as Wilkins tidies up. Swung forward, though. It'll be all Bulleen, though, as Mullet has time for a cuppa. Back to the keeper, and you can see there with motioning with the arms. Keep it simple, keep it quiet. Slow it down.
Substitution's going to happen there, Johnny. And see him going to the bench.
There's Bulleen now. They play the ball across. Biles with the intercept, though, but they'll get it back again. Scopoliti looking for the ball. Offside is Scopoliti. They'll play it on, I'd imagine.
There's a great strike there by Chris. Goes long. Cahill gets across. Bounces. Centre half comes in. Zara hooked on again. Biles will bring it down. Done well with that awkward bounce. Jack will just take a touch and close and slow the ball down. To Biles. Here comes Biles on the left side. Cleared away again. Pace. Heads it home. Just getting a little bit more frustrated, you can see there.
You can see I think trying to work the ball around, but Bulleen have been tremendous tonight, just defending stoutly, Doug. Well led by the skipper, Andrew Mullet.
4-5-1. It's hard to break down the middle of the park. That's where they've got to get in behind if they can. I'll tell you what, I think Shawnee Ellis is going to come. I'll go with that predicament. Biles, it's pace.
Predicament or prediction?
Both.
Well, they're in a bit of a predicament, aren't they, at the moment? Trying to solve this predicament of how to get around Bulleen as JW wins a throw in on that far side.
You knew what I meant. The viewers knew. I did.
Ruben Way now trying to create something. Fortunately goes out of play, and it'll be Corey Sewell for Bulleen who'll trot across, take some time off the clock again. And they'll reset. It's headed down. Heidelberg will win that throw in near the centre line there, just forward half on the right-hand side.
Was that Ruben Way? Yep. He's back on his feet. No, putting a boot on. Must have slipped off. There he goes. Little quick feet, Biles. Quick throw around the clock. Here he comes again, Johnny. What's he got in the locker? Zara, nice touch. Little 1-2. Out to Timbalis. He's looking. George is...
He's getting frustrated, George, saying, where's the movement?
That don't look like Shawnee Ellis.
What? Looks like
number 21.
Attila Hoffley.
Great challenge in there. Had to win it. Very vital. That was O'Brien, was it? Yes, it was.
So it looks like Attila Hoffley wearing the number 21 shirt, not the 25, as was stated on the team sheet. So we'll pick that up soon. And who'll be the player to come off, Doug, I wonder? But they certainly need a bit of speed up forward just to get a bit of movement.
Alex. Could be Alex. He hasn't been, he's been quiet.
I'm going to say that they may take off Zara.
Yeah. Alex has been quiet. As he in the ball, can he go and give us some magic? Cahill, wrong side.
Ooh.
A bit nasty, frustrated there. Boys got to be smart here with the frustration. Here we go. 21 on. And
Alex Scarbo looks like the player coming off. So
there he is.
Yeah, just looks a little unhappy with that one. But, well, it's a tactical change, Doug. On just on the hour mark, so it's 61 minutes in, or just under 61 in.
We'll go 60.
60 in, yeah, on the hour mark. It'll be Bulleen with a free kick. Alex Scarvo coming off. And, of course, Attila Hoffley, the man who will replace him.
And you can see the boys there saying to the ref, come on, time, clock, watch it. This will be interesting to see. If he doesn't throw 3 minutes on, they're slowing the game down, as they would. They're playing against one of the leaders.
You can't blame them. They're
going
to do everything they can that's within the rules.
Yep. It's up to the referee to make sure that it stays in the rules. Helped on there by Jumpin' Jack. Cleaned away in there. Lutmer.
Oh, took a risk, did
JW.
JW. Pacey will clean that up. Finds Ruben Way. Tracks back, and again, Bulleen will win the throw in. So, again, just frustrating tactics again, but they're doing the job well, Bulleen.
It's funny, do you play an extra man up there? Do you keep to your gun? Create. We need, tell you right now, they need Shawnee Ellis here on the left.
Yeah, a bit of creativity and just
a
bit of a spark, really, Doug.
See if you can get him behind. And not behind, I mean behind in the flanks, and get the defenders basically looking at their goals, create some space in there and getting some deliveries in, so the likes of Cahill can get some good runs in there. And the new boy on, Hoffley, see if he can do something. Tell you what, he's done well there, Cahill. Will it fall for him? Yes, it does. Can he get it out of his feet? Yes, it does. Pulls the trigger. Ooh. Rebounds. Anyone in there? O'Brien's gone for a... Has he gone for a roly-poly?
Well, doesn't want to miss a ball. As you can see that again. Nice turn by Cahill and batted down well by Chance. So probably one of the few chances that they've really had to shoot directly on goal. And the keeper did well there. Just held his line as it ball played in again to Cahill. Can't win the header. Coming through was Hoffley. But again, Bulleen able to clear all the way back by Biles to Theodorides as we've gone nearly 17 and a half minutes. All this action in the second half brought to you by Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and Mirabella Lighting, our special match day sponsors this evening, as Heidelberg United still trying to unlock the door here. 0-0 is the scoreline.
Bit of frustration by the Burgers there, Johnny. You can see it. Biles looks for a diagonal. Does he find him? No, not the first time. Second time, JW gets it under control. Referee linesman will say a throw into Heidelberg. Timbalis, will he go over and take it? No. He says, let's have a jog alongside Mr. Biles here and have a 2v1.
Referee's paid the throw in.
Free kick.
Free kick or throw in, John?
Free kick, he's given it. Ruben Ways on the ball. He has. Referee linesman. It's giving, there's your 10 yards. Referee has flagged it. Must have been a little altercation over there. He's seen something. Ruben Way knocks in. Great ball in. Anyone around the back stick? No one at the back post. You see Cahill talking to him there, thinking, happy days. Good lad. Brought Dad a hot chocolate just to keep me tootsies warm.
Didn't bring one for the rest of the media team.
We got you. No, we don't way. No, you got you.
Dougie's got local knowledge here.
I got you a Johnny Walker for medicinal purpose, of course. Keeping your throat right.
It's a cold that I've got.
Yeah, for your throat. I was looking for a Jim B, but they ran out.
So, Wyatt Chant with the free kick, the ball back into play. Takes, again, another 20 seconds off the clock. Plays along only as far as Biles, who finds Zara here now with a header. Can he track in? Does. Lovely feet there. Now Petrie. O'Brien sweeps it wide for Attila Offley, who's just come on a few minutes ago. O'Brien with the return ball to Barlas. And again, all the way back to Luke Biles as Bulleen shoved men behind the ball. Again, a long ball played in. Flicked on by Cahill.
But if you have a look what the boys
he looks very frustrated, does Tommy Cahill.
But the boys,
there's a cross in, Dougie, and you can see he just got the head to it, but no direction on
off
the header.
The target. But what they're doing, there's no pace on the ball. Centre halves are set up to go and head it, read the flight. There's no urgency. They're basically taking a touch, putting it in there, and they're going, happy days. Keep bringing them in.
Yeah, it's a very laboured performance tonight, boys, by the Burgers.
It's very direct as well, though, Johnny.
They just haven't been able to really unlock this defence, Doug. It's really done well.
It's the way we're playing. They're playing to their strengths.
Offley now finds Zara. He gets picked off again, though, and Bulleen will come away. Out wide to Scopolidi. Jack Petrie, though, with the intercept. All the way back to Biles. Will go across to his partner in crime in pace.
What a great partner in crime too, Johnny, may we say.
Very, very solid at the back is Jack Petrie now.
Just too slow in the
probably
transaction.
haven't seen enough of Jack Petrie in today's game.
Yeah, it's just...
he's dropping off, getting. I just think it's too slow. The way they're moving the ball, referee, he'll take it, Cahill will get it, but just as the transition from the midfield to the strikers just too slow, and when they're not, they're just taking a touch and just putting it in the 18-yard box. But tell you what, though, what a great place we have now, jumping jack, just on the 18-yard box.
Leo Athanasiou just dragging back Tom Cale, it was that time.
What's he got in the locker? What do you think?
This is probably Jack Petrie's range right here.
Yeah, just to whip that ball across the 6-yard box.
Could have left
the runners.
I tell you what, you're probably right. Is he going to have a strike? Yeah. Is he going to? Because I tell you what, if he can get it over the little fella's head and drop it, and with a bit of spin off the grass,
and that's what he'll probably be looking for right here, right now.
Back stick in. Oh, he went in the back post all the way.
Yeah, easy take there for Chant in the end. Not under very little pressure. Looked good off the boot, but in the end, really
cherries.
Easy take for the keeper as Luke Biles
smashes it back. And he'll sit up there and come back again. Zara will do a bit of work. Here we go, substitution. What we got? There's another one going, mate. I reckon this is Shawnee Ellis's night.
Cahill with a flick on, looking for the run of Jack Petrie, that is, Doug Ford.
That was
Again, look at that defensive work. They just crowding him out there.
But great flick on there by Cahill. But Petrie, third man running, getting in there. Zara brings it down. Does he get under control? No. Here comes Bulleen. 2 versus 1 at the back. He's in JW. Is he caught? No. Pace will just intercept that. So Tumbalis. Tumbalis goes back.
Well, a bit of Russian roulette there. Heidelberg pushing forward. Bulleen on the counter. Couldn't get the ball quick enough. And again, this is just a long ball forward. Again, Bulleen will pick up that secondary ball. Athanasiou will get it back from his teammate. And they'll look forward. Tumbalis with the intercept. O'Brien. Now Zara.
Too narrow, Johnny.
They've just got to try and open up this pitch a little. Looking for the run inside of Ruben Way, who's come across to the left now. And gets dragged down, so it'll be a Heidelberg free kick again. About halfway through this second half, 68 minutes in.
This game is yelling out for Shawnee Ellis, Johnny. They're not using the width at all, not getting decent balls in. They're just hanging them up there for centre halves. Here we go. Watch the bench. What we got moving. Petrie.
You'd think Sean Ellis will be the one coming on as well. Have you spotted that well, Doug?
Yep.
But let's have a look at this free kick. Jack Petrie.
Shawnee Ellis gets a little drink in his mouth before. Hands up. He thinks he's on the mark, the big fella. Petrie drives it in. Deep, long. Cahill gets a pull of the shirt. Referee should have seen that. Offley. Can he get it back to Petrie? Will he keep it in? Yes, he keeps it in for a throw-in.
Ball's out.
Ball's out of play, but at least he'll keep him for a throw-in and not a goal kick. And here's the substitution, Johnny.
Zara will come off. So on 69 minutes just about, it'll be Sean Ellis making his way on. And it'll be, of course, as you said, Doug, Adrian Zara. So Sean Ellis, the man who scored within 3 minutes of coming on in the game against Port Melbourne. Can he provide the spark, though?
Interesting to see where he's going to line up. He's gone in the middle of the park. Is he going to be on the left? Have they gone to 3 at the back? 3-5-2 or 3-4-3? I'll be changing things now. You might as well hands down, hopefully. Free kick, silly free kick away.
Yeah, just the hands in the back, and he's gone down now.
Went there like a sack of spuds.
Yeah,
Cahill, come on, mate, get up. That's it, get on with the game as he pulls his shoulder out. Let me give you a hand. Drives it long. Cleaned up. Great volley by JW. Not as far as you'd like to get it. Here comes Bulleen. Pace round him. Hawk. Does he get there? No. Early JW. Yeah. Good sportsmanship. Help the boy up as he does. Quick throw. Out it comes. Pace. Come out the Biles. Out to Timbalis. Can we keep the ball moving with a bit of urgency? Can we get the intensity going? We can get it up here, Johnny. Can they get it down there? Smashes it down the line.
Easy pickings, though, for Bulleen. They'll inch their way down the line, just past the Bulleen dugout. And we've gone 25 minutes second half.
Shawnee Ellis has took up in the centre of the...
No, he's gone out far right.
He's gone on the far right. He's got Timbalis. I mean, he's got... Have a look where he is now. JW and Shawnee Ellis. Can they link up?
Yeah, they're just trying to get that Shawn Ellis on the ball. See if that left foot can weave some magic, Doug, because
that's a great...
as we've said many times, Doug, this game just meandering along, needs a bit of a spark. Shawn Ellis, lovely little flick ball in. There's JW with a cross in. It hits the back of Mullet, and they'll get a corner.
But look at the ball they're putting in there. Great little one, too, with Shawnee Ellis in there. But JW just got to pick someone out. You're driving it across. Can you find someone to feed them tap-ins? With 20 coming on the 26 mark of this second half. Bulleen versus Heidelberg, round 2 catch-up. Shawnee Ellis on the ball, far corner, whipped in. In it goes. Not bad. Does it miss the first man? No, it does. But Shawnee Ellis will get another turn. He'll take a touch. No. Whipped in again. Yes, pace touch. Oh. Just needed a little clip in there. Not a bad run by the pace in there.
Yeah, lovely little ball in there. Just whipped it in that second time, Doug. You see there, didn't even take a touch. And had a bit of zip on it, but pace couldn't get to it as he gets there again, pace. It'll be Luke Bowles with a clearance, but it'll be over Reuben Way. Bulleen again, no hurry to take the throw in. As we're ticking down, 27 minutes second half. As Reuben Way intercepted the throw there. Can he make a driving run? Looking for the run of Reuben Way. Tries to get through. Gets collared, and eventually Mullet will clear that ball away.
Does anyone have any stats on shots on goal?
Well, they've only really had 2 or 3.
I'd give you 4, probably from Heidelberg. 2 went over the top in the first half. And I don't think Chris has had much to do either. Spielberg. Ball's in the 18-yard box. Cleared away by Bulleen again. I tell you what, 1 versus 2, I should say. Can Pace get there for the next one? Yes, he does. Finds Timbalis. Not a bad ball in. Handball. Referee says no. Play on.
Hit the chest.
Georgie's yelling that one. Even the frustration. We've probably got a good...
nothing in it, Doug.
Good 20 minutes to go of this second half. Can Heidelberg find something to goals? They're throwing the kitchen sink, but they're playing it a little bit into the hands of Bulleen. Shawnee Ellis, nice touch. Good to see the boy back on the paddock. Clips in. Unfortunately, just isn't catching the Cahill Offley in there. Biles looks in. It's too static. Got to see the movement by the strikers. Drag the players out. Create your space. Reuben Way on the left-hand side now. Can he find a yard? Can he deliver? That's a great ball. Are we up? We're in. Cranton around the back. Just does a fit for JW. Can he find someone? He's got support in there by O'Brien. Doesn't. Clipped in. Over again. Strike. Offley. Just intercepted.
Yeah, taken off his foot that time.
Here we go. Reuben Way again. Inside his right foot. He's going to have a crack. Does Crumbs. Knocked out. We have a throw. That's more like the Heidelberg we come to see, Johnny.
Got to whip that ball in quick and put the defence under pressure. But, gee, aren't they defending well again? Desperate defence that time by Mullet.
Looks like a big fella, number 9's coming on for Bulleen.
And that'll be Daniel McLennan. And looks like one of the Scoppoliti brothers. It'll be Paul Scoppoliti that's coming off. So the Scotsman will come on as a striker. Bit of a target man up front. And they'll probably drop Lewis Hawke back into a midfield role. And again, Scoppoliti, no hurry. So the referee now, everything's back in order. Scoppoliti Paul Scopoletti being replaced by Daniel McLennan. 74 minutes in, so we're down almost to in the last quarter hour. Can the Burgers find a way through? It's headed away that time. And against Tom Cale for a bit of pushing. So again, valuable seconds eaten away off the clock.
Let's be fair, boys. I think let's 15 on the clock to go. I think we'll have a few. 2 balls on the paddock at the moment. Hawk will knock it back. Burgers need to find out with Shawnee Ellis, can we get him into the game? Can we get Ruben Way into the game on this left and right hand side? Can we get a bit of penetration down the right hand, left hand side? Can we get some good deliveries in, just like we semi-seen 5 minutes ago? Burgers, up they go. Leston Barlis wins the header, goes inside, didn't know much about it. Biles plays it safely. Go back to Chris. He says he'll turn around. Biles. 4-5-1. Bulleen set up. Kitchen sink's been thrown at him. Simple. Cahill, little flick on. Only as far as Bulleen. Goes in there. Throw in just inside the Bulleen box. Forced official is over there having a bit of a chat. Is he making sure that they continue the game? No, he's asking someone to sit down. Flicked over. New boy on the deck. Brings it. Intercept. Nice little bit of sixpence in there. Nice volley. Look good. Pace. Can't go back. Can he come out? Yes, he can. Well played. They're great from the barometer. Pace to Tsambalis. Not a bad ball by Tsambalis in there. Cahill on his bike. Can he keep it in? Clips it drive. Wastes some more time as they do. New ball's coming. Louis looks fantastic as he strikes the ball down the line to Ray. Gets in there.
Too heavy the touch there by Jack Petrie.
Just gave it away cheaply there, Johnny.
Yeah, Hawk now on the ball. Driving run down the right here. He's got to Thanasiu, but has to check back. All the way back now. Clip ball forward looking for McLennan. Piles with the early header. And Pace to help him out back to Theodorides.
What a team that was.
So 14 minutes down to go. 76 minutes down. We've got a Bulleen player down on the far side.
Oh, isn't it?
And in the back against FA that was. And we've got a Bulleen player writhing in agony down on that far side.
Cramp.
So Chris Theodorides going over. There might be cramp there.
Yeah. Good to see the goalkeeper in there. Give him some assistance. Right, hold on to me. Can you get me there? Let's work on my abs.
Yes, Chris. Well, he saves goals. He scores goals.
Now the physio.
And now he's a physio.
Great
Is there
work.
anything the man can't do?
Hey, not bad at penalties. We've seen that on Sunday. Hopefully, let's see the stopwatch. Let's see if he stops it. Going to have to be some time added on. Yeah, that's cramp, all right.
Yeah, that's, I think, the other boy, Daniel Scopoletti, who will trot over to the far side and get a bit of treatment. So Bulleen will be temporarily down to 10 men.
What makes me laugh, Johnny, and I mean this in a nice way, you know, you're mid through the table, through the year, and you're getting cramp, unless he's just coming back from injury, which he could have been, you know, but cramp at that time of year, you think the boys are fit enough to get through 90 minutes?
Yeah, both teams have had a game last Sunday, so second game in about 4 days, but it's all about the recovery, isn't it, Doug?
Certainly is. Petrie, he'll have it. Up comes their Bulleen coach. He'll make a substitution. Jumping jack, not a bad. That's a great ball. And can we get a flick? Oh, just need a little bit shorter there, Johnny. Would have liked to have bounced in front of the keeper or a touch from somebody.
Yeah, they're looking for the runners there, Pace and Cale, who are looking to track that ball in. As
just got to make that run, and you know, you just got to expect that coming in, the unexpected, and make sure that runs with great enforce. Running in there across the keeper, blindside him. It's only a touch that needs in there, Johnny.
Yes, and we've gone 33 minutes, Doug, and you're watching all this action brought to you by Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and, of course, Mirabella tonight on HUFC TV, live exclusively. As, again, looking for the run of Attila Offley, but that was played in behind them. Now, McLennan over the top. And a nice header in the end by Pace.
The barometer done ever so well there, but just got to be careful. Biles has gone out, penetrated through the middle, gave the ball away very cheaply. Bulleen's countered very quick, and obviously the barometer, Pace, great positional there just to clean it up as O'Brien goes in again. Little rebound, turned over again, trying to play through players, and it comes now middle of the park. Bulleen, have they got something in the locker? Pace again, beautifully brought down, casually hits JW, goes long, not a bad ball. Cahill, can he get pulled? Referee, yes he does.
Yep.
We've seen it. Referee,
Whoa.
that's inside the box or outside.
Whoa,
Yellow card,
might
red
be.
card. What's he going to give him?
Can we get
Yellow
that on the
card.
replay?
Let's have a look at the replay. Spielberg, can we see
Yeah,
it?
the ball played through by JW and a little drag
Ball,
back there.
He was outside the box.
Yeah, definitely outside the box, so good decision.
Who's going to take it, Ellis or
And a yellow
Wade?
card. Well,
I'm going to put me. Hey, let's be fair. I'm going to put it on Shawnee Ellis. It's about time he stuck one in the back, and he's been on the ground long enough.
But Wade's been in goal scoring form
Okay, then.
from this sort of distance.
it might be a...
Well, I seen his last one. It hit Bell Street. So let's give old Shawnee Ellis a job.
Yeah, Shawnee Ellis has just about scored in every game that he's finished in this season, we're being told. So he's up.
You know what,
We
though?
get seniority here, boys.
You
I
know
think
what, mate?
Ellis is stepping up. He's going on the more senior bloke, yeah? Is that right? I can't.
Looks like
Hey,
Shawnee
hang on,
Ellis.
I've been out a while. Come on, give me a bit of slack. I want to play on a shot. I haven't done this for a while. Tell you what, like you said, it's in great zone. Shawnee Ellis, Ruben Way, over the ball, Ruben Way. Shawnee Ellis, that's in. Great save in there. Still action. JW, can he win it back? Cleared away by Bulleen. Out for a goal kick. I tell you what, it made Hawke do a bit there, Johnny. Can you see
Yeah,
that?
that shot there by the step over by Ruben Way. Whipped in by Ellis, but a good save by Whitechant. Probably at a nice height for him, comfortable.
Cherries, as I call it. But to tell you what, he struck it nicely, Shawnee Ellis, for a man that's been off the paddock for some time. Struck that nicely. Just probably needed, like you said, Johnny, a little foot downwards. Would have been ideal.
So we're into the last 10 minutes of regulation here on HUFC TV. Here on this midweek round 2 catch-up match. Round 2, of course, postponed game here at the Olympic Village. Bulleen hanging on grimly. Heidelberg looking for a way through. Once again, FA with a clearance. It'll get it a chance again as Heidelberg now through pace. Played it short for JW. He'll have to go all the way back. And they'll have to reset from Theodoridis Petropolis.
Just saying there, though, Johnny, Offley's hasn't shown much there. Great diagonal ball. Can he hit Shawnee Ellis? What a great ball by Luke Bowles there. Shawnee Ellis, I'll come back to what I was saying. He'll probably put the ball in the back of the net. I hope he does. And is in. Doesn't sit. Just doesn't fit for the Burgers today.
And that time it was Ruben Way with the opportunity to header. But again, Andrew Mullett that time with a clearance.
I'm just saying, Offley has been quiet in the game since he's came on.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get him in the game. Of course, Bulleen doing a wonderful job just curbing Heidelberg at the moment as Dumbalis now. Whipped in by to Kale, but that's an easy header away. It'll come back to Hawke. Oh, and he gets nastily taken out by Dumbalis, who'll get the yellow card. Just a bit of tunnelling there.
Frustration.
Yeah, indeed.
Could have helped him up, Les.
And don't
It's
forget,
not like Les, to be fair.
well, maybe he's getting prepared for the big shave tomorrow night, live on the weekend pump tomorrow night. Les Dumbalis and Harry Noon join us after 7:30 for the big shave. But there's still another 8 minutes here, boys, and my God, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at them, I'd imagine.
Well, I'll tell you what, any time we've looked dangerous has been on the far side, which is John Wilkins, JW and Shawnee Ellis on the right-hand side. They're using the width a bit, but that final ball only need one chance. This ball end up in the back of the net, that is for sure. Biles chests it down, well played, drives it long, not a bad ball. You got 2 yellows, 2 whites. Cahill, no foul. Got to throw in just in front of us.
Yeah, that was FA there with the ball, Bucky FA.
Look at Louis again. He's got that down pat, that nice-sided weighted pass down there. Just said the gaffer, I'm ready next week. Ruben Way, long throw, launches it in, not a bad one. Can we get the flick on? No. Comes back, bounces. Ruben uses his body, keeps it well. Referee, play on, went the ground.
A bit of a slip there.
Great challenge, won the ball. Flick on again, it's only as far as Petrie. Can he get on the deck and start playing? Yes, he can. Ruben Way again, play on, can he deliver? Not a bad.
Corner.
Corner was a well done, Spielberg. Didn't see the reflection.
Yeah, well spotted there. And
Well
that
done.
was FA again with a desperate spending. That time Eli Lapma actually was the player. And you can see George Katsakis becoming more and more animated.
We've got Sally just about to get on there, getting the president's wife, get the ball off.
The photographer there getting ready to snip-snap the goal. Should have come along.
Third man up.
Not bad ball in, not bad wide as it goes long. JW doesn't sit there. It's far, keeps it in. Can he get a turn in? Does. Heidelberg again, early throw. Yes, Tumbalis he's going to stick it back in the mixture. I'm ticking, but no, he's going to come around the clock to Lukey Bowles. Out comes Offley, comes out wide. Drives it in. Not a bad ball. Hangs it up. Little flick. Does it fall for Heidelberg? It does. Yes, it does. Offley. Corner. We'll have another one. Shawnee Ellis. Over he goes.
We're ticking over 39 minutes here. Second half.
This is good pressure by Heidelberg.
Bulleen, nil. Heidelberg, nil. Is this the moment that's going to happen? Shawnee Ellis, far side. Left foot. Locked in. Not a bad ball in. Keeper says easy target. I'll double fist that one.
Double fist it away. Dumbalis will get there. No, it's actually McLennan. Does well. Isolated, but he's got runners helping. Can he hold it up, Ethan Hawke? Does well against Dumbalis.
Corner.
And a winner corner. Oh, brilliant play by Bulleen there. Hawke did very well, and Dumbalis forced to concede the corner kick.
Another substitution. Looks like
Lewis Hall
coming on. Got to get it out wide, Georgie. Nothing through the middle. Need the width. That's where you want Hall. Disputing that ball. Hit Shawnee Ellis. Is this the chance that Bulleen need?
Well,
hopefully
Bulleen
not.
now with an opportunity here as we count down to 40 minutes second half here. So 5 minutes of regulation. And Lewis Hall now being prepared to come on.
Midfield.
It's whipped in now. Chris Theodorides, great take there.
No one up there. Heidelberg had everyone back. They broke Shawnee Ellis. Here he goes. Can he take a touch? You're on your own, son. You can see Reuben Wake on the far side. Cahill inside touch. Hasn't got much. Shawnee turns once, turns twice. He'll get a free kick out of it. Well done by the referee. Are we going to do a substitution now? Let's have it now, please. Let's
Jack
make
Petrie,
it
it looks like, boys.
Jack Petrie's off.
So what are they going to do now? Maybe push possibly Lewis Hall right up in the danger zone.
Well, big centre midfield, mate. He's going to say, well, let's put me up front. Let's see if he can get some knockdowns off me. And I wouldn't go that way, to be honest with you, but that's obviously that's his thinking. The boys have gone, I'm not going to say route one, but they've gone direct tonight. I would have liked to have seen the ball wide a fair few more times because, let's be fair, we've caused problems when we've had the ball wide.
So Sean Ellis with a free kick. And he whip it in, does so, but it won't beat that first man.
Falso, though. Out again. Biles clips it in, bit of backspin. Up it goes, back in the 18-yard box. Strike, in it goes, tap in. Oh, cleared away again by the Bulleen. It's going to be a corner, Johnny.
It's pinballing around that time as the ball was played in. JW with a big header. O'Brien with the ball in and just got it there ahead of
looks like Pace again.
Yeah.
Pacey's up there. There we go, 2 out. Bulleen's got 2. Going for a short corner. Don't allow it. Bulleen smart, ready to go. Well done. 2 on the track. Reuben Way goes to the 18-yard box. Shawnee Ellis, not a bad ball. Hits deep. Clash it in there. It's fast from Barlis. He's going to have a strike. Bubbles. Hits Pace again. Will it fall? Hits Cahill. Strikes. Turns. Deflection.
We'll
have another corner. Is this the moment we're waiting for? Reuben Way will come out to take it. No.
And there was again the Dumbalis with a shot in.
Can't be jumping Jack coming out because he's gone off, isn't he?
It'll be, looks like O'Brien there.
Stay there. There he is. Stay there. Yes. Not bad call from Georgie.
O'Brien.
Deep.
Keeper.
Hands. Cleared away. JW. Clip back.
Free kick, keeper.
Let's have a look at that one, son. Let's have a look at the replay there, can we?
In fact, it might be the...
And it goes. Mate, their own keepers took him out.
His own keeper's taking him out, actually, yes. But it looks like he'll stay down.
How can that go? Well, unless I'm seeing things with my old PPs that we didn't see.
So
comes the physio.
No, it's still down there trying to pick up who's the player down. But what a result for Bulleen this will be if they can hang on, Doug and Nick. We talk about the Burgers needing the win to secure second spot, but Bulleen happy to take a point here, and we go again on Monday night next week. Ooh. So as it stands...
we stand here now, Johnny. It'll take Heidelberg to 32.
Just a point behind
Avondale,
but with a game in hand. But this result will suit Bentley, who are at the top of the table.
I'll tell you what, you look at these, the 2 games in hand, and you get 6 points. You're only on 37. You're just touching base with Bentley Greens, who are on 37. So it makes it a very interesting second half of the season.
And we're ticking down 43 and a half minutes here at the Olympic Village. Second half action. Round 2 catch-up game brought to you by Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and, of course, our sponsors this evening, Mirabella. As we're looking forward to
I'll tell you what, it'd be very
some big games coming up, Doug.
Be interesting to see what the here we go. Here comes the time. Got 44 minutes. He's getting in early, and he's going to have to go 5 minutes.
Is he going 5?
Oh, that'd be my guess. Let's see what he comes up with. Hawk strikes it. Timbalis wins a tackle. No. Tussle gets in. Bulleen keep it in play. Yes, they do, but we'll have a throw in front of us. Ball's away.
He's going to go 4 minutes.
You're going 4?
I'm going 4.
Well, I think might have some inside information there.
Well, it's called a 4.
So we're counting down in the last minute, boys. Half a minute of regulation, and then the first of 4 minutes to tick over as Tom Cale looking for the chest down.
No communication there.
Yeah, they just Paul O'Brien was tracking one way. Lewis Hall now on the ball.
At the JW. Can he get them legs going that he can? Yes, he can. He's got great. There he goes. 1, 2. Whipped in. That's an early.
Great header away, though.
Not a great ball delivered, though, Johnny.
Set it up for the defenders. Hawk.
Offside? I would say exactly that, too.
Yeah, just offside. It was marginal.
It was a B.
And it looks like another. That'll be the player Adam Gibellini. And who's coming off, Greg? Can we see?
Greg? No, he can't see.
Oh, Dougie, sorry. I'm begging pardon.
He's struggling tonight.
Oh, we're struggling tonight too. I'm on
we've got number 6s on. Who's came off? The boy that went down, and you see him walking.
So it'll be the number 4.
No, that's 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yep, 6s on. Don't know who's came off, but it will be the big fella down here on the left-hand side, 14.
So Leo Athanasiou.
Came off, 90
and
minutes.
Gibellini.
And he's up on his own, which is anyone listening or watching, he's okay. Long ball in, and it goes. Cahill brings it down his chest. Little chippy volley. Can he get the flick in? O'Brien out there to JW. Just not enough on. Still in there, though. Cleared away by Bulleen. It's got snow on it as it comes down at Timbalis. That's got even more snow on it as it comes down. 1 yellow shirt, 3 whites. Who comes out of the ball? White shirt. Cleared up again. Just can't get it away at the moment. Timbalis heads it back into that mixer. Flicked on. That'll make it interesting. Cahill get there. No. Reuben Way, handball. No. Referee.
Play on, says the referee.
Linesman there, flags. Let's go. Long throw, Reuben Way. We have 46 and a half minutes gone. We've still got 3 and a bit. Reuben Way, long throw. Anyone to flick it on? Yes, he does. Oh,
all the way back to the keeper.
There's Offley. Offley's having a cigar, asleep. Expect the unexpected. Offley hasn't rattled my cage tonight, that's for sure, boys. You'd like to see a bit more of the boy. Little shove in the back, ref. Yes, it was. Biles, bounce, rule of thumb. Well done. Send it. You got 4 bodies up there, son. Send it. Drives it long. Out to Shawnee Ellis. Up he gets. Flicked on there by Bulleen. He's going to send it straight back. Pull the shorts. I can see that from here, linesman. Did you see that, Johnny?
Offside, Dougie. Not spotted by the linesman.
Pull of the shorts there, though.
Well, he might have missed that one. But definitely offside that time, coming back from an offside spot. 2 minutes to count down, Dougie. So can the Burgers find a late winner? Cale flicks it on. Offley with another flick.
Goal!
Well, it's a penalty.
Penalty! We have
it. Controversial.
We have a penalty.
Well, let's have a look here, boys. As the ball was flicked in by Cale.
Flicked on again.
And someone got dragged down.
That was.
So the number 4, Corey Sewell, being penalised. And wow.
Is this the one that gets out of jail?
Is this the one that can take the Burgers into second spot?
We got the keeper stepping up for...
Oh, the keeper, yes.
Well, Theodorides has been taken all before him in the penalty stakes, and can he be the hero tonight, Doug?
Well, I hope he's warm, because he hasn't had a great deal to do at the back there.
That's right, but, the 2 keepers here facing off against each other at the social club end. Oh, Dougie, what drama here? What late drama?
Which way's he going to go, Johnny?
Well, I reckon he'll just go straight up the middle and blast it, but...
I can't look.
Spielberg's
away.
So Theodorides against Wyatt Chant here. We're in the last minute of extra time.
Referee's having a look, making sure everyone's back.
Let's talk it through, Dougie.
Follow me. Steps up. Christensen strikes. Goal!
Oh, he's got
it! It's too strong. Heidelberg will take it. Oh. It's going off like a cracker. My loud voice is going off. Christopher will take it, son.
Oh, he almost saved that, did Wyatt Chant, but the Burgers, have they grabbed the late winner here, Doug, because we're just about out of time.
Johnny, let's have a look. Strikes it. You said straight down the middle. And he went straight down the middle.
Well, 4 from 4 for Chris Theodoridis, and that's 4 from the last 5 games. And wow, Dougie.
Well, mate, he's just going to blow
up. Well, we're into now. We've gone 49. Over the 49. So can they hang on here? Because Bulleen, I think, will just have to go straight up the middle. Well,
go. That's Bulleen. They'll take a touch. They'll strike long. Biles, let it run. Yes, he will. Referee, well done. There goes their centre half.
The hero of the night. He's had nothing to do all night, virtually, Doug. And he might have won it for the Burgers.
He might have got it. There's the bounce.
Excuse me, folks.
Here he goes again. Up goes Cahill. Gets a flick on. Intercepted. Referee, there's the whistle. 1, 2, 3. Who's your daddy?
Well, Dougie, let's talk about the implications. The game is over. Chris Theodoridis with a penalty kick in the 93rd minute of play has absolutely torn the place apart. Heidelberg pinch second spot, Dougie, at the death.
Tell you what though, Johnny, you couldn't write the script. It's been one of them nights, very frustrating. And you know what? I give Bulleen credit.
Oh, they played a gallant game, didn't they?
It's not pretty football. They've held their shape. They've counter-attacked. And let's be fair, they haven't had much to do with the counter-attack because the boys at the back, they tried. But Heidelberg, I believe they've got it wrong with the tactics. I think they've gone too straight and too narrow, humped it in instead of using the widths. But let's be fair, Johnny, never had a bad game from up here, though.
Well,
but there's the goalkeeper.
The keeper.
He's done extremely well. Like you said, it was the force that won the penalty.
He almost got that white chant, didn't he, Doug? But
I should say scored the penalty, not won the penalty. But you can see the Bulleen coach there with his head down.
They'd be gutted, Doug, wouldn't they? They'd be gutted because they were so gallant, so brave for 92.5 minutes. They thwarted every move. They had a couple of half chances themselves, but in the end, Sean Ellis was the difference because he won the penalty. A push by the number 4, Corey Sewell, winning the penalty for Heidelberg, and Chris Theodoridis, the man of the moment, has stolen the 3 points.
He just ran that ball
down the guts. And again, folks, we remind you, watching HUFC TV, we're going to wrap it up shortly as you can see the players still remonstrating after the game there. Well, if you're Bulleen and the coach is getting involved, Les Dumbalis getting involved.
Just pushing him away, so just relax.
Let's just go. Game is over. Is it still going?
Go, George.
Boys, settle down.
Let's go.
Let's get them out of there. Get them out of here, boys.
No, there you go.
Oh, what's going on here?
That's Louis pushing him away. Look at him having a dance and a wobble. Get out of here. Look at the coach. Is that the coach?
I'm not sure who that is, Dougie.
That's the coach in there.
We just need to calm these boys down because there's another game next Monday night.
Well, there's the referee blowing his whistle. Settle them down.
Settle them down, boys. Just a lot of controversy.
If that's the coach, I tell you what, you're going to have a look at yourself. Because, professionalism.
I'm sure he'd be extremely disappointed if he's the coach.
He'd be frustrated, but, you can be disappointed, which is fine. But, end of the day, we looked at the replay there, Johnny. There was movement, there was a shove. Yep. Boy's gone down, there was a penalty, So, right or wrong, good or bad, the referee's seen. I thought the referee and the linesman's had a great game today.
Well, once again, Dougie, let's remind our viewers, thanks to Windsor Management and Mirabella, HUFC TV. What drama. 93rd minute penalty awarded for a foul on Sean Ellis in the 4th minute of extra time.
10:15 at night.
10:15 at night here. We're still on air, but if you're watching, wow, late drama. Chris Theodoridis Petropoulos, the hero again for Heidelberg, scoring his 4th penalty in about 6 games, Doug. An amazing effort. He hasn't missed one yet. Almost missed that one. White chant getting a hand to it. But Chris Theodoridis with a 1-0 win to Heidelberg, who now catapult into second spot ahead of the game
with a game in hand. And let's be fair, viewers, if you're just listening, we're back there again. Bulleen versus Heidelberg at Bulleen next week.
Queen's birthday, Dougie.
On Monday.
Thanks to you. Great call tonight.
And
lovely to see you again. Thanks to Caleb on the dial and Spielberg. I don't know where he's got to, but we'll thank him. John, great camera work as usual. We're just about frozen out here.
And to all you beautiful people out there, hope you've enjoyed HUFC, brought to you by Windsor Management.
Now, Dougie, just the road ahead. Just remember, folks, tomorrow night, the big shave. Les Dumbalis and Harry Noon for leukemia. Great cause. Get behind that. On Sunday, we've got the women's game down at Frankston Pines Reserve
coming down my way.
Southern United, so we may even catch Dougie down there. But the big game Monday night, Queen's birthday, where these two sides go at it again. And if tonight's any indication, it's going to be another rip snorter down there.
Well, if there's anything that's finish it off there, I reckon they'll have their manager or their coach will have them wound up left, right and centre. So make sure you viewers get yourself on board. If you can't get yourself to Bulleen, get on HUFC with yours truly, Dougie Hodson and Johnny. Good night and God bless. Love yous all.